This segment is proudly brought to you by 3P, the Wealth Creators, and Home Edge Finance, our experience, giving you the edge in home and commercial lending.
Yassas, Ziggy here, and welcome to the finance segment Money Does Grow on Trees on GRTV. On the show we cover all things money and we welcome your questions by email. The question that's selected to be covered on the show will receive a free copy of my book, Money Does Grow on Trees. This week's question comes from Manuel from Northgate in Melbourne, and he says, Ziggy, you talk about a financial plan, and I haven't spoken to an advisor yet, but can I do it myself? Thanks for contacting us, Manuel. What a great question. Many give it a go themselves. After all, that's part of being an Aussie and a part of our Greek heritage, right? The problem is that even though there are some who have had a go successfully, the road is littered with those who have made a complete mess of things. In some cases, it has cost them their marriage. If this is you, then please be encouraged that there is still time to make up for it. You just need the right advice. There are financial events throughout your life that have a major impact. Take divorce, for example. Now, no one would deny that it's an emotional event of the most powerful sort. However, it's also a financial event, and the financial picture changes dramatically. The unfortunate thing is that most people think that financial advice is all about investing. When you say you want financial advice, exactly what type of advice do you expect? Is it advice in shares, insurance, loans, property? Would you like to know how to manage your cash flow better? Or do you just want to know that you're heading in the right direction? Now, when doing it yourself, it takes knowledge across the financial spectrum. And unfortunately, not even some advisors know how to guide you in the right direction. But here are 3 things to consider if you are going it alone. Firstly, plan, plan, plan. This is something you will always hear me say. Plan your financial future so that you won't have to rely on Social Security benefits in retirement. Second, cash flow is your engine room. The topic of money comes up under many guises in books and various journals, whether under the topic of wealth creation, property, shares, or financial independence. Ultimately, it all comes back to cash flow and how much you have available on a weekly basis. This will ultimately determine the best strategy for you. Third point, stuff happens. Remember that things happen beyond our control. You will all remember the global financial crisis, and to some extent it still continues today. Make sure you allow for these types of events in your planning. Well, that's the end of the segment, but before we go, here is this week's funny finance phrase. Don't marry for money, you can borrow it cheaper. That's a Scottish proverb. Now remember to email your questions in, and if your question is covered on the show, I'll send you a free copy of my book, Money Does Grow on Trees. Manuel, a copy is on its way to you, my friend. On behalf of GRTV, I'm Ziggy, and remember, money does grow on trees. Yassas.